Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Absolutely. Always up for exploring the latest and greatest.
Well, today we're tackling something that's been generating a lot of buzz in the ArcBlock community.
Oh, yeah. The new notification system in blockchain server, right?
You got it.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, after going through the docs, this isn't just a minor tweak. This is a full-blown overhaul that's going to make a huge difference, especially for blocklet builders and developers.
Yeah, from what I've seen, it seems like they really took developer feedback to heart with this one.
Okay, so before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's set the stage for our listeners who might not be familiar with the old system. What were some of the biggest pain points? What was so bad about it?
Well, imagine this. You're building this awesome blocklet, trying to keep track of all these important events, but the only notifications you get are like buried in this admin-only system.
Oh no, not very user-friendly.
Not at all. And it gets worse. You only get like these super basic notifications, installation complete, update available, that kind of thing. No history, no filtering, not even confirmation that the message actually got through.
So basically, you're sending a message out into the void and hoping for the best?
Pretty much. It was like sending a carrier pigeon and just crossing your fingers.
Ouch. Yeah, I can see how that would get frustrating fast, especially for developers trying to build these intricate blocklets with all sorts of moving parts.
Absolutely. And this wasn't just some minor tweak, you know? They really went all in on this overhaul.
Okay, so let's talk about the solution. How does this new notification system address those pain points and revolutionize the blocklet building experience?
So first of all user notifications are now stored right in the blocklet database, so you've got persistent access to them.
So no more messages vanishing into the ether. I like it.
Right. And then they added this dedicated view for users to actually see their notifications directly within the blocklet itself, which makes things way more streamlined.
So everything's right there at your fingertips. Makes sense.
Exactly. And to top it all off, they revamped the blocklet SDK, making it so much easier to actually track where each notification is coming from.
So no more guessing games about the origins of those mysterious messages. That's got to be a huge relief for developers.
For sure. No more detective work required.
Okay, but you mentioned something earlier that I want to circle back to.
Yeah.
You said something about server notifications versus service notifications.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Can you break that down for our listeners? What's the distinction there?
Sure. So think of server notifications like those warning lights on your car's dashboard. Like, they're important for the overall health of the system, but you don't need to be checking them constantly.
Gotcha. So it's more of a behind-the-scenes thing.
Exactly. They're still mainly for admins, and they focus on the blocklet's lifecycle, installations, updates, that kind of stuff.
Okay, so the server notifications are keeping things running smoothly under the hood. But what about these service notifications? Those sound a bit more user-facing.
Yes. Service notifications are where the magic really happens. These are designed to keep users informed about events that directly affect them, like new messages, task updates, or any changes to something they're following.
Oh, so it's like bringing that familiar notification experience we all have on our phones to the blocklet world. I like it.
Exactly. It's about giving users those timely, personalized updates on things they actually care about.
Okay, so what are some of the ways they've actually improved those service notifications? What makes them so special?
Well, one of the biggest improvements is that they've added severity levels, so you can instantly see what needs your immediate attention. No more sifting through a ton of messages trying to figure out what's most important.
So it's all about prioritization and cutting through the clutter. Love that.
Right. No more notification overload. And they've also improved the source information, making it much easier to filter notifications based on which blocklet or component they're coming from.
So no more mystery messages, no more overload, and you can easily filter and organize everything. And this is starting to sound like a dream come true.
Well, it's definitely a huge step in the right direction.
But I'm guessing it's not just about back-end improvements, right? There's got to be some cool new stuff happening on the UI front, too.
Oh, absolutely. They've completely redesigned the UI, and it is beautiful. Think rich previews of notification content, real-time updates, and it's all mobile-friendly.
Hold on, real-time updates. So no more manually refreshing to see if there's anything new.
Exactly. It's all powered by socket services, so you're always in the loop.
Wow. And they didn't stop there, did they? There's got to be more.
Oh, there's more. Get this, when you open the notification list, all the messages are automatically marked as red. So say goodbye to that little red badge anxiety.
Oh, that's brilliant. I didn't even realize how much that little red badge stressed me out until you said something.
Right. It's the little things.
Okay, so we've talked about all these great improvements, but I want to make sure we're not losing sight of the bigger picture here.
Yeah.
How does all of this impact the average user? Is this just a developer-focused update, or are there tangible benefits for everyone using Blocklets?
It's definitely not just for developers. They've actually created a dedicated personal center with more space for user information and settings.
So a central hub for managing your Blocklet experience. Nice.
Exactly. And all these UI improvements we talked about, those are for everyone, not just developers. It's all about creating a smoother, more intuitive user experience.
Like a win-win for everyone. Developers get the tools they need to build better Blocklets, and users get a more streamlined, engaging experience.
Precisely.
But let's shift gears for a second and talk about the developers who are probably itching to get their hands on this new notification system. What's the process like? How do they actually start implementing this into their Blocklets?
Well, the good news is it's pretty straightforward. The key is making sure you've updated the ArcBlock SDK package in your Blocklet to the latest version. And if you're using ArcBlock TUI React for the UI, make sure you're running version 2.11 or later so that new notification icon shows up correctly.
Okay, so it's all about compatibility. A quick update and you're good to go. Sounds pretty painless.
Pretty much. And of course, if anyone runs into any issues or has questions, the ArcBlock community is always there to help.
Absolutely. That community is a gold mine of information and support.
It really is. And hey, if you happen to find a bug and your feedback leads to a fix, you might even get a reward through their bug bounty program.
Oh, that's right. There's a little extra incentive to help make the platform even better.
Exactly. It's all about collaboration and making this platform the best it can be.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here, from the pain points of the old notification system to the elegant solution of this new overhaul. And it's clear that this is a major win for developers and users. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, I want to zoom out a bit.
You know, what really gets me excited about this update is not just the improvements themselves, but like the potential it unlocks for the future of Blocklets.
Ooh, now you've got me intrigued. Paint us a picture. What kind of potential are we talking about here?
Well, just imagine Blocklets that can use notifications to like foster a sense of community, you know?
Okay, yeah, I'm listening.
Think real-time collaboration where users get pinged when someone edits a shared document or like jumps into a discussion thread.
Oh, I like that. Keeping everyone in the loop.
Right. Or how about gamification? Imagine earning points or badges for completing tasks, all tracked and communicated through these dynamic notifications.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. It's like taking the best parts of social media and bringing them into the Blocklet world.
Exactly. And with the updated Blocklet SDK, developers have all the tools they need to build those kinds of sophisticated notification systems, you know?
So they can really tailor the notifications to specific user actions and preferences.
Yep. Even their progress within the Blocklet, the possibilities are endless.
It's like they've given developers this blank canvas and said, go create something amazing.
Haha, I love that analogy. And knowing the ArcBlock community, I have zero doubt they'll rise to the challenge.
Oh, for sure. They're always pushing the boundaries of what's possible with Blocklets.
Oh, with innovating.
Okay, well, I'm definitely excited to see what they come up with.
Me too.
But I'm also curious to hear from our listeners out there, you know. Have you guys had a chance to play around with the new notification system yet? What are your first impressions?
Yeah. We want to hear from you.
What are your favorite new features? What kind of creative applications are you thinking about?
Hop into the ArcBlock community forums and let us know.
And hey, if you run into any bugs or have suggestions for improvements, don't hesitate to share those too.
Yeah, your feedback is super valuable. It helps us shape the future of the platform.
Absolutely. Building a decentralized future is a team effort, right?
Totally.
Okay, so just to recap, this blockchain server update, it's not just a technical upgrade.
It's more than that.
It's a fundamental shift in how we think about notifications.
And how they can be used to create truly engaging Blocklet experiences.
For sure. The old notification system. It was like a clunky old megaphone. It got the message across, but it lacked that finesse, that control.
Definitely.
This new system is like a finely tuned orchestra.
Ooh, I like that.
It allows developers to compose a symphony of notifications that perfectly complement the Blocklet experience.
Oh,
So to our listeners out there, we encourage you, explore these new possibilities, experiment with the updated tools, and let your imaginations run wild.
who knows? Maybe your Blocklet will be the one that redefines how we think about notifications in the decentralized world.
Ooh, good one. That's all for our deep dive into the blockchain server notification overhaul. We'll be back soon with another exciting topic, so stay tuned.
And if there are any developers out there who've been kind of putting off building that dream blocklet, because of that old notification system,
Oh, yeah.
well, now is the time. Dust off those ideas and get building.
No more excuses. The tools are there, the potential is huge,
It's huge.
and the ArcBlock community is ready to support you every step of the way.
Totally. It's a really exciting time to be a blocklet builder.
Yeah.
And I just can't wait to see what amazing things people create with this powerful new notification system.
I know. We're all on the edge of our seats waiting to see what innovative and engaging blocklet experiences emerge from this update.
It's going to be good. So to all our listeners out there, dive into those updated docs, start experimenting, and see what you can cook up.
Yeah.
Who knows, maybe you'll be the one to redefine what's possible with notifications in the decentralized world.
Ooh, I like that. And that wraps up our deep dive into the blockchain server notification overhaul. It's been a fascinating journey exploring the evolution of notifications and their impact on the blocklet building experience.
It really has.
And it just goes to show that sometimes the smallest details can make the biggest difference.
Couldn't agree more.
Until next time, keep innovating, keep building, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible in the decentralized world.